Greetings, everybody. Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to Stationeers Venus episode 27, which originally aired live on Twitch. Keep in mind that the Twitch series is about 30 hours ahead of where the YouTube series is when you're providing feedback in the comments. They need some band-aids. Turn on the beacon and walk outside to see how the large turbine is doing. All right, JD. All right, for you, I do this. This song that's playing is called Lord of the Dawn. Because it's like I'm going to be walking on the surface of the sun. Oh, you know what? The storm's over. Sorry. I was trying, man. I was trying, but the storm ended. Right as I was coming out. Let it be known that I manned up. I just didn't need to follow through. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is take my 2 rolls of duct tape up to my solar panels, because, my solar panels are probably FUBAR. Well, no, actually, not FUBAR, because FUBAR means beyond repair. And they're not beyond repair. I find it interesting that some of them get super broken, and some of them are fine. There's like a variability of how much damage they take. Okay, I brought just enough duct tape for the job. I have 7% duct tape left, which is not that much. Alright, let's try to... Alright, so I'm sipping Atmo. I have to remind myself of that. I guess, like an idiot, I've had my trader on the whole time, but I really am not hurting for, I'm not hurting for, power anymore, so maybe that doesn't really matter. Alright, let's try to get some of this stuff sold. Wrong way. A little more. Nope, nope. I don't know how to connect to this. Where's the sweet spot? It's at 91% this whole time. It's like below the horizon. I don't think I could connect to this trader. Oh no, here we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Organtion? Organtion? Did they sell organs? Is this RimWorld? Am I excited for Cobalt 2? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm sorry I don't have a better answer than that, but it's because the company got purchased, got bought out. Alien mushroom. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll take an alien mushroom. And a mushroom. Oh. Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to afford the... Okay, so we're going to keep these guys here so that I can buy some soybeans and mushrooms. I'm actually going to buy the soybeans first, because soybeans would be really good for me to have. But that pumpkin, though, that's expensive. I think I already have blue flowers, though. So, soy. Here's an alien mushroom. And my soybeans. Oh, yeah, I finished off my food. So here, have an empty can. Dear recycler. This song isn't music. I'm fixing it. Oh, I'm thirsty. Oh, let me in, quick. I hear explosions. Oh, stuff's gonna explode. Stop pressurizing. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Just let me in. I don't care. Ah! All right. So if you're wondering, let's see how close I got. Oh, well, not with that. I got close. I got real close. That's why I stopped the airlock from pressurizing, because I was like, I don't want to blow up. I want to blow up. Whew. I've actually had a unexplosive stream so far, and I'd like to continue that way. I did nearly depressurize my base down here, but we don't talk about that. I'm also going to need to... Here's my last can of food. I can make more food. I'm not worried about that at all, though. Oh. Air conditioning is looking good. Air combat is fine. What else do I need to do? So the mushroom and the soybeans. So let's see about this. Soybean. Wow, that is awesome information. Thanks, Stationpedia. This Stationpedia, I swear. I'm gonna Google it for you all to know. So the alien mushroom breathes in nitrous oxide and produces N2 and O2. And they can be planted and harvested on Lulin, which no longer exists. So this alien mushroom is going into storage. If I ever have an N2 atmosphere, or N2O, nitrous oxide atmosphere, I can grow the alien mushrooms. But obviously I don't have the right atmosphere for it. So, soybeans. Soybeans grow in hydroponics to yield 2 soybeans, between 15 and 50 C. They'll produce oxygen and heat that I will need to remove. They fruit in 1.4 days. They are edible to chickens, and you can reprocess them into soybean oil or soy oil. Okay, cool. Now, the only other thing is, I don't actually physically have a spot for them in my farm. So I'm going to the side tables of where the ferns were. I'm going to start to replace with other crops. And soy oil plus fern powder equals milk. Yes. And soy oil goes into a lot of other things. So soy oil, you can use soy oil to make... it's used in like paint mixing, spray paint cans. You can use it in your microwave. Yeah. Time to expand the top floor? No, that'd have to be voted for as a project, and I'm not about to undertake that. But the pressure in my base did go back to sort of normal. Let's see, and my nitrogen is climbing. It's gonna get hotter though every time I pull more nitrogen. So basically every time I like expand the base, I'm gonna have a bit of a heat problem briefly while we cool it back down. But let's try to remove some more of these frames. So I don't think I can remove this frame because yeah, there's I can already see it. I need to, all right, let's weld that. Love the basement, top tier. Thank you. The long and short of it is I'm trying to make an automated furnace to do all my smelting for me, Jordan. And what better place than have a furnace in your basement? Alright, so now that's sealed. That means I can remove that frame there that I'm looking at. Yes. I think. I'm pretty sure. I'm 99% sure, but I'm going to save first because don't want to rip. Yeah, I'm actually not doing a combustion furnace, though. So I don't need to worry about my connecting to my atmospherics. I'm doing a non-combustion furnace, an electro furnace. You could vacuum the chamber of input of the atmospherics so you set up. I don't know what you're... Sorry. Maybe I'm just dense, but I don't know what you're saying. It sounds like English. To cool it down? To cool down my furnace, you mean? I don't... I could use... So if I wanted to cool down the furnace... Yeah. I think... I don't think I'm ever going to need to cool down the furnace. Is all I'm going to say. I think I'm going to have the opposite problem, but... Yeah, we'll see. I can kind of see Venus from here, guys. I don't know if I like that. That is out there, definitely decidedly Venus. So let's get some frames. I don't know why my air isn't leaking, but like cool. I can see Venus from my house. Yeah, look out the window. Venus is everywhere. Okay. So we fixed that before it became a problem somehow. That was exciting. But now we know. Let's just make sure that that didn't cause any atmospheric problems that I haven't detected yet. I don't see any X. Yep, we're good. I mean, it's a little hotter than I'd like it to be, but that just means our AC needs to kick on, and it has. So we're good there. All right, where's my music? Let's not get off track. So, the automated furnace. The idea of the automated furnace down here is I'm going to want a separated room. I'm going to want a separated room that I can vacuum seal that's behind its own airlock. So let me first... The first thing I need to do is start to excavate the unwanted minerals here, and then make sure my KPA doesn't drop too dangerously or I implode. And imploding bad. Oh, I missed the pet Yoda. Hey, buddy. Come here. Get over here. There. Let's see if I can't get a Tusky too. I actually added stuff to my couch back here, so it's higher up. It's about 8 inches higher than it was last stream, and that means we can see Tusky more easily. We'll see if we'll see. Oh, here she is, coming up. Yeah, that's the stuff. Put it there, girl. Oh, hi, Echo. You want up on the couch? Your turn. Chile. Echo. Yo. She's the worst. She just bailed on me. So rude. That dog has no manners. I probably removed too much rock already, but I can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Now, here's a question for you all. Let me pause real quick and ask you. So the question is, what about my walls for the basement? Should I use frames or dirt? Should I leave it just dirt where it's dirt like it is now? Or should I add some frames? It's up to you. All right, that's going to be a hole right there. So let's fill that in. And I'm going to need one more frame for that to fill. For one more sheet. Frames. Seems to be the winning, presiding choice at the moment. I could dig it. That's a pun as well. Why do I keep doing that to you all? I really hope you don't mind. Alright, so there we are. So this, now I've excavated basically the full area of my underground. And all that's left for the most part is to put frames and walls in to satisfy the Poles. And not the Polish people, but, you know, you people that are the... Okay, yeah, never mind. Okay, so what are we going to need for this? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 frames at least. 12 frames, 24 sheets. Okay. Thank you for voting. It's pretty straightforward. Oh, look at this. I don't want to accidentally make a bajillion frames. But I did want to plant my soy. Frames are safer than just dirt. You're not wrong about that. I can totally concur. So did I said 12, right? Oh, I should paint these too. I'm just gonna paint, what time is it? I'll spray paint it outside. I'll do that in a second because I should do some harvesting, given that we have a lot of crops to buy. We have that pumpkin maybe to afford, and the what else was it? There was some other crop that I wanted to buy. Mushroom. Yeah, that's right. I should be planting this. Hydrate? You got it. Now I think on the sidewalls here, I'm going to start planting soy on one side and potatoes on the other, so that I can have a steady diet of French fries. Because that sounds good to me. Right? How's that sound to you guys? Oops, don't do that. Because this basin right here is going to be turned to mushrooms. Yeah, Venus fries, because yeah, obviously... Well, what's funny about French fries... Oh god, now more random rad facts. French fries were named French fries because they were potatoes that were julienne cut. And julienne cut was the French way of cutting. So it wasn't so much that the French invented French fries, it's that the method of cutting the potato was French style. You're welcome. And now, a very, very important birthday that you had memorized of a childhood friend is gone from your brain, and the completely and utterly useless information I just imparted you is in that now. Oh, you actually knew that? Well, if you knew that, you knew that. But hey, someone saying they actually knew that is at least me being somewhat fact-checked. Albeit not thoroughly, but whatever. All right, let's go outside, spray paint this frame, and yeah. Oh, here's another weird food fact. Brussels sprouts are Brussels sprouts. But no one can say that easily, so we just call them Brussels sprouts. Because, you know, Brussels. Or another weird fact, carrots used to be purple, and it was only the Dutch that were like, hey, we want orange carrots, that they became orange. 'Cause the Dutch. So yeah, all weird, fun food facts. You're welcome. Or in Greek, the Greeks used to believe that eggplants were poisonous. So in Greek, eggplants are called mad tomatoes or mad apples. I forget which one it is, but yeah. All right, so there's my mushroom. Give it. Yep. You're all now subscribed to Rad Facts. Yep, Rad Facts and Rad Dad jokes. Yeah, so I had a bit of a rupture here. As you can see, the frames now go down. Yep, okay. Just taking a little tour. Toursy tour. So maybe I'll keep this guy here until I buy his, pumpkin, but that's kind of a long way off given the cost. But it's possible that processed food sells better than the raw ingredients. I already painted my frames white. We're fine there. So it might be a good reason for me to start harvesting my crop and turning them into processed food to sell it, because maybe there's a markup value where I can benefit from making him like baked potatoes and french fries rather than just selling straight, you know, raw potatoes and whatnot. Much the way it's not too expensive to make a portable solar panel or portable solar charger or whatever, but they sell at a huge marked up cost. Oh my god, this is so slow. I've ruined this airlock now. Good job, me. All right, so let's put the mushroom in. Boom. Cool. Switch the filter battery. All right, so we only have one little soybean, but eventually we'll have 6. The pressure in this base hasn't dropped too bad, so... What was I doing? The 24 sheets. That's right. Because you guys wanted iron frames. I also, once I have my new furnace fully set up, I can remove the arc furnace entirely. Because there's no point using an arc furnace when you actually have a real furnace. Arc furnaces are just a stopgap measure until you have the technology to make a nicer one. The problem with the airlock in the base is that the passive vent is right next to the backflow, so they're fighting over the same air. I need to reprogram it a little bit. All right, so here's the walls that you all wanted. Lay them out. Some of them I can't actually see where they're physically going to go. Oh. Yeah. So one of them I can't actually see where they're going. The rest I can. Oh, that doesn't work. And time to destroy my welder battery. Just sit down. Thanks for the follow. It's a strange name you got there. Oh, and I'm out of power. I gotta say, the base... Oh, you know, I should have been sucking nitrogen. The base, really has gone up in volume a lot. Like, I've added so much volume down here. I've, like, doubled my base size. Welding these, I'm actually getting air back because I'm filling in some holes. And now let's mine out the rest. Now on the floor, what I could do is eventually add floor panels to make it look nice. So it's not like I'm some sort of cave troll. Yeah, and my pressure has stayed good, which is awesome. Quite happy about that. I never really dip below like 85 kPa. It's so funny that I can't dig below this point. Makes for like a pretty clean, flat floor. This would have been great to plant crops in if there was, you know, terrestrial farming and not just hydroponic basins. So there's there's this wall here that I'll need to add. Done. Man, adding the furnace, I've gone on such tangents here. I mean, I realize that. But I still needed a place to put the furnace, and if I'm working on such a complex furnace, it doesn't make sense to have the furnace be outdoors, because then I can't really use it unless it's nighttime. Now I feel like Rick Sanchez trying to achieve true level down here. I like little pieces of floating dirt. I like it. Intake valve is off. Oh god, we used all the nitrogen. Yep, it's gonna be hard to repressurize the base. That's where the nitrogen is going. Every time I expand the volume of the base, I have to add, obviously, a lot more nitrogen to the atmosphere, which I don't have a lot of. But it is in a pretty good 80-20 mix now. And here's my plants. You want to know what the pressure of the atmo pipe is? Sure. It's not creaking at me, so I'm sure it's not that bad. 11 it. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, that wasn't on that long. I should just put a gas analyzer here or something, so that I don't have to keep checking it the way I have been. I want to call these ballast tanks. They're kind of ballast tanks. But even my carbon dioxide is being used up. Filter check. Nitro filters are low. Okay, yep, they're fine. So, taking a look at my basement now. The other thing I'm going to want to do, I'm going to want a airtight basement, right? Part of it is to be airtight. So, I want the furnace itself to be in an airtight area. Oh, and Richter, thanks for the follow as well. I missed that briefly. So I think it would be cool for me to be able to see into the furnace while it's operating. Right? That'd be pretty neat. So let's design for that. So sort of the concept I'm going to go with, if you can just picture, I know I'm holding my hands out and it's not, but essentially having an airlock in this area here, and then big glass doors, so that this whole chamber in this area that I'm walking now is all vacuum sealed. And obviously I'm going to have to put some sort of window tile or wall tile on the ceiling here so that it can be sealed. So that you go through an airlock into a vacuum sealed room where you can manage your furnace from there. Something like that. That's what I'm going to aim for. So let's work on that. The other concern I have, furnaces float. So my advanced furnace here will float. Yes. So the furnace is going to be something like that, floating in this, not literally right here, but something like this position. It's going to be a heck of a project. All right. So first things first, let's go ahead and make the walls to be able to seal things up and the doors. So let's do door. And we need to move our copper. Do temps kill windows? No. It's pressure more than temp. Now, the only reason why the base ruptured early on is midday pressure. Here, I'll show you. Midday pressure of Venus is very, very, very high. Right? It gets up to like 275 or something like that, which is more than the windows can handle. But the pressure difference between my base and a vacuum is less than that. You know, it's only 100. So the windows should be fine managing the pressure demands. But it's a useful thought. Kira Q. Cheers and welcome. Glad to have you from YouTube. So here's the two doors. Now the other question is, am I going to be able to build these? Oh no, it says I can. Neat. So this is roughly where they're going to go. So what's going to happen is you walk into you know what, they have to move back, I think, one more. All right, so you'll enter the base, you walk through this airlock, everything from here on will be vacuumed, so that the yeah. So 1 wall, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's build these first. So what is that? 2 plastic sheets, 2 pieces of glass or whatever. This is gonna be slow going, man, but I'm glad to have you guys tune in for it. While you can see my little brain barely churn. All right, and then crowbar with glass. What's the point of the vacuum? So that if I do have ices, they don't melt. I would love, and also it allows me to introduce H2 combustion, H2 combustors, and electrolyzers, because mixing hydrogen and oxygen in normal temperature will explode. You have to have it ice cold or in vacuum. So sort of the point is so that I can be able to do, so it's going to be my like advanced chemistry basement, in other words. Come on, soybean, go, go, go. All right, everything up. Oh, my potato plants are starting to yield. One of them was, I thought. Yeah, whatever. Do I not know about an ice crusher? I do, yes. I know about ice crushers. Another thing I'm going to have to do is to run power from my furnace battery all the way down. So that's probably going to be heavy watt wire running maybe down this wall or something. I'll have to figure it out. Next up, walls. Kit walls. This uses up precious steel. There's actually going to be 2 different atmospheres in the furnace room. There's going to be the room I'm standing in, which will be vacuumed, and then the room the furnace is going to be housed in, which is going to be managed. I'm just having to think about how I want the layout. Yep, okay. And this complexity isn't totally necessary, I will agree. I just think it will look really cool when I'm done. And that's a good enough reason for me. So all these windows will eventually have to be double-sided, so as to be able to be tolerant of the pressure I'm going to force them to experience. And then this whole setup will be vacuumed as well. Part of the vacuum is that another reason to vacuum it out is the base air is expensive. You can think of it this way, like, it's expensive for me to have nitrogen and carbon dioxide in the base atmosphere, so the larger the atmosphere that I force it to have, the more expensive it is. So part of the reason to have this whole thing vacuumed is I get to reclaim some of that base air that otherwise I would have to forego. This is going to look a little weird, I think. Because I have to isolate that door. All right, let's make a bunch of plastic sheets. Yeah, and I'm starting to sip nitrogen now. I just turned that on. Yeah, my tanks are filling up now. Also, how much carbon dioxide do I have? I'm fine. I don't need to sip any carbon dioxide. But what I will do is, let's see here. Two iron, or 3 iron, 2 copper. This would go a long way. One little pipe meter. That's all I really need. There. Now I can see pressure without taking anything off. I just look at it, right? Ta-da! Keep it simple. And whenever that reaches up into like 50, I can just turn it off. Yep, and my I'm gonna call them ballast tanks, even though I know that's not technically what they are. My ballast tanks are filling up. Can I change what pressure the red represents? No. Oh god. One more. Oh no. Yeah, one more. Doesn't really matter. I just know not to go over 50. It's cosmetic, in other words. What is that? Oh, my chutes. Oh, I don't have... Oh, no, I have it there. It's looking pretty weird, I will admit. So we're gonna need another... I can have, I think I'm gonna prefer these to be windows. Oh no, these can't be windows. Because I wouldn't be able to double-side them, and a single-sided window is gonna blow out from the pressure. So those have to be walls. So 2 more walls in that spot. Now I need a clean suit? I know. It seems like that, doesn't it? Okay, we still have some more time there. And I'm only building this piecemeal because I can't, you know... It would be faster if I, like, counted out everything I needed, but I'm just not doing it that way. so 4 more plastic sheets. What's the mystery room in the basement? Furnace indeed. You got it. First guess. It's weird that there's like this spot here, but whatever. All right, then I just need 1, 2, 3, 4 more walls for the rest of the window. And then 1, 2, 3, some more walls for the airlock. I'm just gonna have as many windows down here as possible. So let's do the airlock walls first. Or the window walls, whatever they are. Hey, thanks for the sub as well, Richter. You new guys to the stream are just far too kind. You do like the physics involved? Yeah, me too. Having to figure out like, oh, can my windows handle this pressure? No? Then, yeah, we can't use them. Like, stuff like that is pretty cool. I'm also going to need to mine some more silicon for the plastic and glass that this involves. Then I need 2 walls for the ceiling here, because the ceiling will blow out, or, you know, isn't, you know, sealed or whatever. Make those, and then that will be 4 plus 8 pieces of plastic. Yeah, Windows might be able to handle it. I just don't want to push it. I could be wrong about it, but I don't want there to be a chance for me to explode. Oh, my my nitrogen tank needs to be shut off. I heard it creaking at 55. Yeah, you're fine. My nitrogen tank... Are these dead? No. My nitrogen tank somehow still has not managed to get any pressure. That's how much air we're putting into the base. Alright, so this is my furnace room. It probably is going to need a floor. So 2 wall pieces for the floor and 4 pieces of plastic for the floor. Because I'm not really sure if that dirt underneath is actually airtight or not. And I'm not going to set it up and not check, you know? Okay, so my furnace is going to go into this room here. I will need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god, counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more windows to seal that double-sided, or 7 more wall pieces. Did you actually lower the risk by not putting windows there? What do you mean, Dekede? I'm sorry. And hey, Yoda, you're on. Yoda. Yoda. All right, one more. said one more. Why'd it keep going? That was weird. It seems like there are windows in contact with the atmo of my base anyway. Yes. This whole area is going to be vacuumed out once I'm done setting this up. It's 2 chambers here. So essentially everything beyond this composite door will be vacuum in this area where I'm walking now. And then inside of this furnace is going to be high pressure, high temperature gases. Actually, well, no, that's sort of, there's a lot of pressures going on. All right, let me make 7 more plastic pieces, but essentially I have all of the furnace. I have the furnace room I have a furnace inside of a furnace room inside of the furnace enclosure. It's like 3 different things. So the space I'm jumping in right now is going to be vacuumed out entirely once the windows are built. In here, in this room, I'm going to have, like, let's say 150 kPa random air. I don't even really care what the air is made out of. Ideally, it would be X, but I'm not going to be able to get enough X, so it's just going to be basically carbon dioxide. And the air in this 1x2 box, I am going to heat to a temperature, an ambient temperature that is effective for smelting. Basically, I'm going to cook this 2x1 box until it is like 1,000 Celsius or whatever. Not 1,000, but like 700 Celsius so I can smelt. And then the furnace is going to be placed inside this box. And because I'm heating the air in the box, the furnace itself will heat up to match the temperature of the atmosphere of this area. And then inside the furnace, I will have a volume pump and intake vents. And maybe what I'm going to do is another reason for the vacuum is I'm going to have a tank of hot air that I can use as intake here. And because this room that I'm standing in right now will be vacuum sealed, that tank I believe won't radiate out heat into the base. But I could also keep the tank air outside. But essentially, I am putting an oven in an oven. I'm putting in a furnace inside of an oven to bring it up to temperature. Okay, so what I'm going to need, I'm going to have 4 more walls, and then I'll be nearly done with that part. Yeah, I know it seems crazy and complicated, and it is. It is complicated, but that's basically because traditional combustion does not work well on Venus because I don't have oxide. I don't have a easily renewable source of oxygen. So if I made a combustion furnace, the problem is it would use up a ridiculous amount of my my oxygen. And I don't want to waste my oxygen in that way. If that's if that answers your question. Oh, I can have double-sided windows, even on the stairs. Okay, well, I'll fix that. All right, if that's the case, these are going to become windows. Oh, I missed one. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more for windows. You don't think doubling up will make cement any stronger? That's not how it used to work. I'm not going to say you're wrong. I'm just going to say I'm going to go off of my old information that I know from long ago. That it was additive. Maybe it's not. If it's not additive, it's aesthetic. How's that sound? Adios, JD. Double windows looks nicer anyway. It's also a nice safeguard in case you accidentally crowbar something. Because if you accidentally crowbar something, well, you're gonna die. You know what I mean? Like if I accidentally crowbar one of my external base windows out, then I vent immediately. Whereas with the double window, you have to crowbar twice. So it is a foolproofing method as well, which isn't terrible. So now I need 10 pieces of plastic to make that. Yeah, they do look nice. And then I'm going to need a bunch of silicone to make the glass. Not foolproof, but yeah, full to turn or whatever. Something. It's better. Because I have wrenched myself vacuumed once. And it was not great. I hit, with my wrench, I hit my frame here and vacuumed out my base accidentally. It's not a good time. All right. I feel like I'm in a hall of mirrors, but all right. I think everything except this here is now walled up. So what do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4 walls, 5 walls? 5 walls left? And then the rest is just glass to put in. Yeah, ultimately I'm using window over walls, so it is aesthetics considerably, but it does help to be able to physically see your environment that you're furnishing or whatever. There is some tangible benefit to being able to see into it to make sure that it's, you know, working as intended or whatever. Oh, maybe I miscounted the walls. Because I didn't, it's hard to kind of see them here. Because I have that one. I have that one. Okay, so we have 2 extra walls. That's not a big deal. Hey, Sinjin. Yeah, a lot of progress, huh? Thank you for watching episode 27 of Stationeers Venus, which originally aired live on Twitch. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. Keep it in mind that the Twitch series is about 30 hours ahead of where the YouTube one is. If you'd like to catch a live stream, Rhadamant.com has all the information you need. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream.